will call me in the night, bandana shining bright, moving through the light in his soul's flight. Keep bumps in the air and a style everywhere. Feeling it so rare, got no worries, no care. Feel the love in the street, feel the beat, feel the heat. Bandana makes it sweet. This panda's got it neat. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Eyes glimmer black and white, like the touch of velvet. Afro Kami's voice, you can't forget.
Oh, what's something?
Like the touch of velvet, Afro Kami's voice, you can't forget. Sultry vibes, making bodies sway. R&B in the spotlight, come what may. Midnight groove, let the music play. Afro Kami taking key bumps.
It's your boy Laugh as I May, and of course y'all heard this, both his. He has a whole soundtrack.
I got split.
It is Afro coming 765, and today we talk about lawsuits and turkey castanet and hall passes and
Oh,
boyfriends playing with little kids, not in that way.
not in
Video
the, not
games.
in- not in the
2K.
PDF way.
Yeah, in 2K and yelling at them, and would you accept it? Those are things we talk about. I know we said we're gonna do the expose video. Our queen is gone.
Yeah, wow.
She did tell me to play that every time she come up.
No comment.
What?
No comment.
Look at it. This is casual conversation with the most random. What happened? Just be prepared.
That's a fact.
And of course, like I told y'all, every Thursday from now on, not Wednesdays anymore, every Thursday, I know people be looking for a Wednesday. We're going to give them a break from doing 2 shows a week. And every day in December, we will do multiple shows. So, not us, me. I'll be doing something. Whether YouTube videos
I might pop up. Who knows?
But Tori might pop up. He might pop up Saturday on a members only, which will probably end up in the giveaway if you do become a member. I don't know what it is yet. But if you hit that member, but it's only 99 cents. You might get a free video game or something. So be prepared for that. Merry Christmas, happy, and all that stuff. So just hit that member button if you're on the Keep It 99 YouTube channel. Go over there and like and subscribe, all that jazz. And the topic everybody want to talk about. Let's get into it real quick before we just go with random stuff. Because we
Yeah, we're back to the 2-man booth, the most random booth on the internet. You know what the fuck's going on.
Drake suing UMG, not Kendrick. UMG. I want to make sure because some people think you're stupid, even though he's suing them over Kendrick. But it's still the same thing. And people have come up with all kind of theories. Afro, they have came up with the theories that somehow, even though not in this lawsuit, Drake mentions one song and doesn't care about anybody else, that somehow he's fighting for the underground artists, in which he didn't mention it all and didn't care about them being exposed. It's the whole lawsuit is basically they had a campaign
Don't
out
get
against me.
finessed by the Canadian light skin, folks. Come on now. As a light skinned nigga, I know the trickery. Okay? I know it.
He literally states that hey, he affected my bottom line. That's literally in the lawsuit. It didn't care about none of you. Like if they could literally settle with him at any moment, he'll be happy. Matter of fact, if they give him this, according to Ack, if they give him that $600 million deal, he'll go away.
Yo, can we be honest? The whole lawsuit seems frivolous. Like the defamation, fucking. Come on, you sissy ass nigga. You lost. Let it be. This nigga about to make a historical run on your grave if you don't watch out.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that. How do you feel about lawsuits in rap? Now, Tori, I do want to know lawsuits against labels is a common thing.
Yeah, but I mean, and he's an artist on the label, so like him suing the label isn't crazy by any stretch of the imagination. But that doesn't mean that he's not using fucking little deception and fancy wording to fucking. I mean, at the end of the day, yo, Drake's claim is that fucking UMG are trying to leverage the shit that Kendrick did against him in contract negotiations, which I feel like, honestly, I don't think that's like too underhanded for a record label to do. But like that doesn't change the optics of like you're suing them because this song got so popular and it alleges that you are a freaky ass nigga, and not in a good way.
That is true. I do want to play this part for the audience. Shout out to our guy Academics. That's everybody's favorite.
Shout out, I almost said shout out Lucian Grains, and then I was like, never mind.
Yeah. So let's listen to our boy Act and describe what UMG told him. We do not own or anything claim to this video. This is DJ Academics video, and we will talk about it and discuss throughout the video to transform the content. So like and subscribe.
Yes, transformative content on deck, folks.
Listen, we gotta explain to YouTube because Act Bots is there somewhere trying to get us.
Yeah.
These Act Bots and K Bots and Drake Bots.
Yeah, I was gonna say all these industry niggas got bots on deck.
But let's listen to what Act's saying about what UMG told him. So let's listen.
New regime over there.
So feel free if you have a point to whenever the video goes, because we are transforming the content. I like how man. I'm finna start being an asshole about just doing this because YouTube trying to get me.
Transformative content.
Let's go.
If he doesn't knock that out of the park, that eventually he could succeed as dad, and even then they might not want to do that because it's a whole thing.
For the people that don't know, this came on before, so I do want to explain. He's talking about who is going to replace Lucian Grain, and this where
that nigga getting old. Lucian is getting old.
So at point is, this is why the people at UMG has told Academic this doesn't make sense because Lucian Grain is going away soon, and it's a reason why the lawsuit doesn't make sense because it would make sense if his son was automatically replacing him. But it doesn't appear his son might not be replacing him. So let's see what Act says on it.
Knock that out of the park that eventually he could succeed as dad, and even then they might not want to do that because it's a whole thing. It's like I'm trying to catch y'all up to like just music businesses behind the scenes stuff. Even then, there's conversation that Lucian Grange might not succeed, might not do some LeBron, Bronny James shit by having his son, by only quitting when his son is ready to rule, because his son is about to start a campaign over at Warner. And remember, UMG and Warner, they're on the same level. And apparently, it's more incentivized that maybe they move company. That's a whole different discussion. Here's the point.
So basically, for people that don't get it, if y'all didn't listen to it before this, I don't want to do the whole Act 2-hour stream.
No.
What he said what he's saying is Lucian Grange might not be with Universal. So why would he care about what Drake and Kendrick are going to, as long as they making money before you go out?
Yeah.
So
I mean, scummy record label exec 101. Yeah. What the fuck does he care?
In Act words, they both slaves to me. Why would I care which slave make me more money? Which one this one? I don't care. As long as the beef make me more money because y'all get more sales and I get more of it. So even though y'all like higher end because neither one of y'all are under me, y'all are in like partnerships with PG Lang and OVO.
So
it's not like y'all, but y'all make me money and I don't have to do nothing.
And you gotta think it's like multiple layers because PG Lang goes through Interscope, which goes through Universal. So like there's layers there,
And OVO goes through. I forgot what OVO goes through.
Yeah, but
Act gonna explain this and explain why it doesn't make sense according to the UMG person, not Act, but the UMG person. So let's why.
John Janik and Monty Littman, they are competitors of who is bringing in the most revenue for Universal. Monty's constantly saying, well, we got Taylor Swift weekend dropping this year. We're bringing the most money. And then John Janik is saying, well, we got this person, this person, this person. What was explained to me is that if these two people right here, John Janik and Monty Littman, are in competition for this job, Monty Littman is the person that Drake's music falls underneath. Why would he sabotage his artist to allow John Janik's artist, Kendrick, to look good and gain even way more revenue. But why would he cut his? Why would he get less revenue for his label to allow his competitor, John Janik? I know they're within the same system, but they're competing for this job. Why would he sabotage Drake or agree to sabotage Drake if we're saying this is on a universal level? Why would he agree to sabotage Drake that they could big up another artist of the person he's competing with for this job?
That makes a lot of
By the
sense.
way, in the music industry, I did learn that they put you under certain people who's vying for executive roles. So each person owns a campaign, and their campaign owns a lot of people. In which they even
Politics
have,
are everywhere.
in which
yo.
they also have a smaller group in which they try to find unsigned artists, which is why there's barely any really unsigned artists that actually make it because these people run all the Spotify things. And trust me, getting on a playlist is very hard. You will
Especially
have to listen. You have to pay the.
Especially like Rap Caviar and shit like that. Like these are that's what people got to remember. These are very curated playlists on these streaming platforms.
I will tell you this: to get on a major playlist,
Like Rap Caviar.
overall 99 Media had to pay.
Yeah.
Back in 2018, if you see a overall 99 artist specifically named Kid Great Play who does really great numbers, he got on. You had to pay. That's what. I'm gonna be very honest. And by the way, it is not payola. It's not that. It's a license agreement in which you, as a contracted person, so it's not like payola. So I do want to explain the difference. But to get on here, you do have to pay because they call it. It's under marketing fees, Tori. It's under marketing. We are marketing you, so therefore it's not.
Go.
Yes, so it is a game to play. Now, dudes, overall, we don't have money like that no more. Like, hey, when I was cooking. I ain't cooking right now, so we gonna get back though. I don't know if I'm paying. Y'all gotta make me big, so I ain't gotta pay no more. I don't like that. But
There you go.
But yes, if you see numbers, and by the way, that playlist got him on other playlists that he didn't have to pay for. So even now, he ain't on the big playlist no more.
So like the marketing low key worked. But
Yes.
Like, what it was.
So now he put a new song out, a smaller playlist that doesn't do that, who just curates. Like, oh, I like you from the other playlist. I'm gonna put you.
And there's a difference between
so it's a one-time
and
thing.
curation.
Yes. So that will happen in that, but it's for marketing purposes and blah blah blah, all that legal jargon that I can't get sued for payola because I did not. Like again, if you watch this, the 30% payout for the labels thing, overall 99 operated as a label. It is a legit company. It's overall 99 Media, a legit company. It's not like. So it is.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about radio. I did work on the radio, but I couldn't get nobody on. I don't know how to do it. I don't suck up to people, so. I've never sucked up in my life.
You gotta get your sucking right, Velmay. What's wrong with?
Listen, if I did, I would be rich right now, but I am not just like this. I'll be like, on YouTube, let me just say something. I do not care y'all opinions. Because if I did, I'll be trying to curate to y'all opinions. I do not care.
That part.
Unfortunately, Tori don't either. He just he says wild things, so it's kind of entertaining. Listen, people call me a fence sitter, and I'm like, that's how I think. I don't care to appease y'all.
If you're the fence sitter, I've learned that I'm the crash out, which is disheartening, but
what is you? What's Joe? Joe might be the crash out.
Yo, low key, Joe might be the crash out.
Joe saying that R. Kelly line.
I'm not saying free R. Kelly. I'm saying free Robert. Crazy.
That's still a crazy line I've ever heard. Anthony Tate.
Low key, in my heart of hearts, I wanted him to give us I'm not saying free P Diddy. I'm saying free Sean Combs. I wanted it so bad. I even said it myself a couple times just to propagate the idea, but we never got it. Joe's got a certain gusto with shooting bail to horrible black men that is just hilarious.
Hey, you remember the big argument everybody got in? You were like, but why did he do it? And everybody like, I don't.
It doesn't matter why he did it.
Joe said, we need to know why. I'm like, no, we don't.
No, we really don't. We don't need to. Some people are just bad people. It is that, folks.
He got upset that we that nobody cared. He's like, why don't we want to understand? I'm like,
It's like it's not that we don't want. It's that, like at a certain point, understanding doesn't matter. Oh, that was the episode where it was the creepy dude who was walking around Walmart feeling up on people.
yes.
Yo, that was a hilarious episode, folks. If you can find it in the can, it's there somewhere, and it is ridiculous. I think
People
that
got
might be
mad. People got very mad.
Yo, I got mad. That's one of the most frustrating episodes I ever had, yo. Fucking talking to Joe about that shit. I was like, what the fuck do you mean? What do you mean by that? What are you saying?
Listen, I don't get mad at nothing until he just come in and start talking about random shit while we talking about serious. Listen,
I mean,
I don't mind on
I
casual
wouldn't say
conversation,
that I was mad.
but if we're talking
frustrated.
now, if we talking about Game of Thrones and you do it, like if you come on casual conversation, you start talking about Dragon Ball Z.
It's a casual conversation.
But we're talking about House of the Dragon. Dog, we gotta get through
And
this
this
show.
nigga trying to show us his fucking action figure collection.
I did get
Shut
upset.
up. Only episode we ever refilmed, folks.
That episode was bad though. It's a dude. I still remember. It's a dude in the comments like, what is wrong with old boy? This is terrible. I'm like, this is terrible. I even called Ty. I called.
Yep.
I called Afro. He's like, I already know.
Yep. I was gonna say we might as well run it back.
Because somebody in the comments.
Because I think that was episode 1 too. It was literally the first episode of House of the Dragon. And Joe shows up with Dragon Ball Z action figures.
I think it was 60 people and I never came back. I'm like, we lost potential 60 people to never watch us again.
Shout out to Joe. Shout out to Joe.
Hey, he had made us some hits too, though. So shout out to him. It's the crash out.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not the crash out, folks.
I don't think Tori has ever caused like 60 people to never come back at one time. Maybe every once in a while, but 60 at one time.
I mean, I can say some pretty ridiculous shit, but I usually have sound logic behind it, low key.
Let's continue on. People are like, I don't care what y'all talking about. But I'm trying to give y'all some lore of the channel. This show might be your first time here.
Lore is everything.
Yes. It's a lot of overall. We got a lot of lore.
Yo, dropping lore on Colonial Conquest Day is kind of crazy, though.
Listen, we were the first. What you mean? We were the first YouTubers.
Yeah, we didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us, nigga.
Yeah, we the first YouTube. There had never been a YouTube channel before. I don't care what you say.
Watching niggas in the field was the first YouTube.
We the original YouTubers.
Yo, Old Soul. What Kendrick say? Old Soul. I probably built them pyramids, nigga. Complaining. While I'm thinking about it, this nigga Kendrick Lamar definitely called Drake Magneto on this album, which is crazy since they're both Jewish. Crazy.
Well, I love that line when he said people have opinions but have no power behind them.
Yep.
A lot of people just be saying stuff. A lot of y'all, like I said, listen, y'all ain't gonna hear me talk about numbers and all that. I don't really care about it. Because I seen people talk about, like, oh, he only sold 321K. If I liked it, I liked it. What does it matter? I don't think I even went on Twitter or Facebook to say I liked that. I might have did a quote that I like. Well, I'll do a quote on anything I like. If I like a quote, I'm a poet, so I like a quote I'm gonna say. But I don't care about it. So I feel like people just get their opinion just because they think their opinion is so valid, or they just so egotistical.
I was gonna say there's plenty of albums that don't fucking sell out fucking first. And
somebody said 325K flopped. I said I've never heard it in my life. 300K flopped.
Especially not in the streaming era. Look, maybe you go back to 2005, 2006 when niggas were doing millions on physical copies. Maybe you have the nerve to say 300K is a flop. In 2024, ain't no fucking way. Your favorite rapper barely does 100K when he drops, if we're being completely honest. If it's not Drake or Kendrick or fucking, and this is just to say, honestly, do you niggas think if Lil Wayne dropped the Carter 6 right now, fucking you think it's doing more than what GNX did? I honestly don't. Maybe I'm wrong, but I really don't feel like it would. And I'm a diehard Lil Wayne fan, yo. I've spent entirely too much money on bad concerts just because Lil Wayne was going to perform.
Carter 1 sold 480,000, 325,000 streaming, which would be what Kendrick doing, and then 141,000 album sale. 141,000. Kendrick does not have an album right now. He doesn't have a physical copy.
Yeah, all right.
And there's no bundles. They discontinued the bundle. You know, somehow Travis Scott got away with it. So I don't know how they work. Even though they say they technically did away with bundles.
The bundles were a nasty way of inflating albums.
Yeah, they just put the album on a ticket and be like, you get this free album.
Yeah.
And then they just
most niggas probably never even downloaded that shit.
Then U2 dude ain't got like 1 million in a week and nobody listen to them.
Yeah.
U2 forced to put this on Tidal. You remember that was Tidal?
It was they did, wasn't it a U2 album that like they just made everybody have on Apple at one point, and it was just like, yo, niggas did not even pay for this. How are these counting this album?
they got 1 million. So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, this is a scam. Ain't nobody listening to that.
Niggas getting gold records off of fucking random shit.
Now I think they stopped most of it. So,
but
that's why. That's also why a lot of people numbers are down.
And like I said, this is literally a first week sales, and you gotta think he dropped the album on a Friday, yo. No promotion.
At 9 a.m.
Yeah, no promotion. Well, it was at noon, I think. It was at noon.
Yeah, not at midnight like it's usually.
But yeah, he dropped that shit on a Friday at noon on a Friday. Fucking literally, he dropped the teaser trailer, and the whole album dropped like 10 minutes later. Like I watched the album trailer, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be lit. And then as soon as I turned my head again, I was like, oh, well, there's the album. And I've listened to it multiple times. I still stand by it, yo. I think GNX's album of the year. That shit is just good. It's just good. But like, it is what it is, yo. Fucking niggas are always gonna find a way to hate. It's never gonna fail. It don't matter how good you do, how up you are. Niggas is gonna find a way to hate on that shit.
Listen, somehow I said it's 7.5. I'm a Kendrick sucker and a Drake sucker at the same time.
And that's the thing. I feel like I don't dislike Drake. I may not listen to a whole lot of Drake, but I got Drake cuts I fuck with. I was still a teenager when fucking Drake came out, so like it was unavoidable. Like, come on.
Sucker's waifu might be the only person that we got to hate Drake. She hates Drake, so we ain't gonna need to.
Like I said, I would be a liar if I said Drake didn't. And you can go back and look. Even when all this shit started, I still stood on the same hill, yo. I don't think Drake is a bad artist. I think Drake makes good music. I just think Kendrick beat him in the battle. That is what it is.
What you mean? All he did was yell mustard.
Yo, TV off go win awards, yo. Whether niggas would have, yo, that song is finna go stupid. And
Squabble Up just passed.
Squabble Up goes dumb. There's a reason that shit was my favorite song on the album, yo. Because that shit was fire. And look, he gave so many fucking West Coast artists that niggas would never take a second look off shine. I've seen Peso getting interviews now. Dodie Six ain't even been out of fucking jail for a whole year yet, yo, and got a Kendrick feature. And I'm pretty sure that nigga did like 6 years before he fucking got out. And got on a Kendrick track. He ain't even been out of prison for a year yet. And got on a Kendrick track, yo. I mean, AZ Chike. Niggas been listening to AZ Chike since fucking 2018, fucking when he was beefing with fucking Draco. And this nigga is on a Kendrick album. Lefty fucking Gunplay is
I saw him do an interview, and I'm like, you got an interview?
Look, Dodie, all three. Look, Peso got an interview. Lefty Gunplay got an interview. AZ Chike been getting it. Like, out of the niggas that was on, there were some niggas that already had motion, like West Coast wise. Niggas like AZ Chike, fucking Lefty Gunplay, fucking Wally the Sensei. Like, these are niggas that are like ingrained in the current West Coast hip hop soundscape. And it was just cool to see them get this massive fucking stage, even if it's just fucking Lefty Gunplay saying shit's gonna get spooky, scary, and hilarious. I mean,
people like that. Like that. People say,
yo, crazy, spooky, scary, hilarious, yo. I mean, come on.
This continue acts.
That's like
this
Crazy,
so
Sexy, Cool Part 2.
This is so transformative. We spent 8 minutes without even listening to this. See YouTube, you cannot copyright us.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't mention nothing. We barely mentioned anything about this basically.
That means he just looks bad. Yo, nigga, you're trash. You're letting Drake, you've sacrificed one of your artists to make your competitor look better for the eventual job of this.
Yeah.
That's what I've been told by the people that work in the label structure. Okay? And they're saying that doesn't make no sense. Monty Littman would never agree to that. He would never, like, he's a fierce competitor. He's not going to.
Can I be honest?
And again, I know we have
a whole fucking hierarchical tree of UMG behind him. It's so fucking crazy to me.
Ain't this on their website or something?
It probably is. That'd be my guess, but it's wild to fucking look at. Like,
these are all the people that own your favorite artists.
Whole lot of crackers. I'm half white, so I can say that without remediation.
That's a black man right there.
Oh. There's a nigga there.
he's a DI. Look, I said DI.
Yo, is that
100,000 views.
I was going to say the
100,000
diversity
views.
hire is crazy.
What Elon say? Didn't earn it. Listen, if y'all don't know that's the N word now, I don't know what y'all doing. DI is the N word. I know you're gonna say every black person that's in the show DEI and then name it didn't earn it. Come on, you did call it. You just calling this.
I mean, but you got to think this is a South African man that's parents owned cobalt and emerald mines that almost assuredly, allegedly had black children working throughout them. Allegedly,
we don't know.
Yeah, I just know what people say.
Yeah, that's all we know. Elon gonna put a community note on us.
That's crazy. Like, these niggas is lying.
I do want to say this though. Elon got. Hey, listen. I saw a community note that was the funniest one. He like, yo, listen. This is against Twitter. This is against X policy. But who cares? We not gonna do nothing about it. And it's like them little state things with like the popular female streamer.
Mm-hmm.
And they always just say some random thing that they ain't talking about at all in the video. They're like, Valkyrie said she just got a gangbang and how she appreciated it. And she was talking about like some food she ate. And she like, it made my stomach full.
She fine as hell, though.
And I'm like, this has nothing to do with anything you're talking about. Pokemon got banged out by a random dude in the streets. And then she ain't talking about none of that. And I'm like, what's up with these stakes? Why are y'all doing? And then all 100, like, bunch of like incel dudes go in there and just start talking about, I knew she was like that. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? She's talking about Thanksgiving dinner. I got stuffed. And like, look at what she talking about. She said she got stuffed. I'm like, okay. If you see a steak logo, if you see one of them little weird steak logos, it's over. They making up some bullshit just for engagement.
Yo, the steak logos go stupid, bro. You want to hear some random shit that don't make no sense? Just pick a video with a steak logo in the corner. It's probably not even a kick streamer. It's probably just somebody else out of context.
Yeah, that's what they do. I'm like, Pokemon didn't say nothing about none of this on this podcast. But in the video funny. You placed, she didn't say nothing about this.
It's funny to see a steak sign in the corner of a Pokemon video, considering that she was like the genesis of gambling getting banned on Twitch.
I don't care. It makes it look bad in their opinion.
I know, but that's what it's always gonna crack my shit up whenever I see it, because this bitch was so anti-gambling they took that shit off the platform, and now niggas just plaster steak, just steak watermarks all over her videos on Twitter, and it is hilarious to me.
Her who was it? Valkyrie, her Sidian. I don't know what it is. Sidian.
That's the she's the diversity hire for OTV, right?
They make that joke, so yes, we gonna make that joke too. They make that joke.
She's the only nigga. The rest of them are Asian.
They make that joke too. She's like, yo, just hired me because I was black. And they
I
like,
don't think
yes.
she's literally the only nigga on OTV. I mean, shout out to her holding it down.
I love Sia. Shout out to Sia.
Never mind. We're keeping it kosher.
She do it. She has them, what's they called?
I don't know, but
we ain't
she bad as hell though.
them zip blocks that you tie your. We ain't going there. Shout out to that video. That's how I found her. That's a weird way to find you.
Yo,
Zip tie. The zip tie video.
the zip tie video sounds like a video. Please don't go look that up, folks, because I feel like you're gonna find something horrible if you go.
It's not gonna be. Look, you
Please
gotta
don't
put
go-
her name and zip ties and old boy that she was with that I used to watch all them too. That's how I found. Cause they had the little John and Jody and the zip tie.
Oh, Masayoshi. I never think of that nigga's name as John until you say it with Jody, and then I'm like, Masayoshi. Yeah, I didn't know about City On until she joined OTV. If I'm being completely honest.
And I think that was right before she joined. She like, what you? Because she just like, I got zip ties out of my bedroom. And they're like, why you have zip ties in your bedroom? And then she finally
That's a crazy like kinky item to use because like you pull that shit a little too tight, you got to start over.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. You got to have scissors ready to cut them shits off. But I'm not. Who am I to yuck somebody else's yum? That's never been my bag.
Listen, I became a fan after that, so I might like
Freaky ass nigga. Zell May is the freaky ass fence sitter, folks. That is crazy. This nigga just
FAF?
Yeah.
Not FNF like French FAF.
Yeah, FAF. The freaky ass fence sitter, yo. As long as there's something freaky going on either side, that nigga gonna stay right there on his fence so he can watch both.
I'm gonna look like old boy from Home Improvement. Just look over the fence.
Yeah, just looking over the fence.
With zip ties on my head.
Yo, no, please. Don't look over any fence with zip ties in your hand. That could be greatly misconstrued.
Zip ties hang over the top of them all. Like,
This nigga.
Maybe
you're... Yo, Zome's the secret crash out. Yo, this nigga out here looking over fences with fucking zip ties. The silent crash out is the most deadliest crash out, yo.
Shout out to the silent crash out. Where is it?
Shout out to all the silent crashes.
Here we go.
I was gonna say, let's get through this first topic. We just yapping.
Just like the whole day.
I was about to say it is the two-man booth again. We are top flight yappers. You better recognize.
Shout out to Wilson.
Yeah. Shout out to Wilson. Always look, could nobody do no crime at fucking Tim Allen's house because Wilson was there to be like, fuck going on.
He's not gonna ever. He's just gonna look over the fence slightly.
Yeah, but he gonna know what's going. Like, so if you ever need to know, like, what happened to my fence or who was in my yard, you know, that nigga Wilson got the deed.
He gonna look over the slightly over the fence.
But that also means if you try to get freaky in the backyard, Wilson can be there with some zip ties.
Listen, hey, y'all need these. Hey, y'all need these. It's crazy.
You know. Good neighbors, yo. Good neighbors always let you borrow shit.
Oh, y'all into it? My bad. I'm focused.
Don't get kinky with fucking zip ties unless you know how to use them. That's how people. That's how folks lose circulation and extremities.
Let's continue. Hold on. This is 100% old school casual. Listen, we talk about Lucian Grain, now we talk about zip ties on offensive.
Yep.
We got it.
That's how it goes, yo. Casual conversations did not look. The name rings true. Okay, it came by the name honestly.
We talking about. I look at like how we get to zip ties over a fence. Lucian Grange is on the thing.
And think it was a crazy ass trail to get there. It was from Lucian Grange to album sales to fucking Kendrick to somehow fucking we got to yeah, we got to diversity hires. The first diversity hires led to City On and OTV, and that led to zip ties.
Now y'all see the ties.
What's going on, Terry?
We have some type of relationship with Drake in terms of we love his music. But they're looking at these people as commodities, right? Like, why the fuck would they be like, oh, let's sacrifice one of our biggest commodities to help you get one of your commodities lit that you could get that job of what I want. So that's what's being explained to me. That's like house of cards for labels, and how everything is going there. We'll see, because again, this guy is competing with this guy for this guy's job, but then this guy's son basically is like Cain and Abel, or whatever one that left the village, went over to the ops.
The one that murdered the brother?
Corporate ops. Warner, to run their shit. So he might come back to take his dad's job, or they might just realize that Warner's the new wave where the Grange brand goes along with, and they might get some type of more perceived power. Because here's the thing, Lucian Grange, like, you ever heard about his salary? Look at this.
You know, Ack is a top tier pocket watch.
Lucian Grange's salary for 2023, $128 million. It took Drake bragging about all that shit. It took Drake 3 years to complete his deal, and it's still not done. And Drake said he got $400 million. Look what this guy's getting by never talking to us. You get what I'm saying? So, like, you know, and even then, here's the point. They're saying that him and his family might, you know, they're going to see how the Warner shit works, because this $128 million might be nothing compared to, he's only CEO of Universal. Lucian doesn't own Universal. Warner is owned by the Blavanak.
Can't let niggas say
I'm
that
saying this
in front of
wrong.
me.
Who owns Warner Music Group? It's Russian or something like that. It's Blavanak. I can't even say it. It's
Vladimir Putin. He said, Rich, you about to put Vladimir Putin.
Oh, Vladimir Blavatsky.
God.
Shout out Wally the Sensitive.
Oh, Len.
Hold up now. Let's see what Ack be watching.
I can't even
Let's
say
see what
it.
Ack be watching. Listen, I saw something. Let's see. When you take it all out. Who is Weezy?
I don't
Oh
know.
my God.
Weezy out of
Oh,
here.
Len Blavatsky.
The
Why is he
producer.
looking up? Why is he looking up Weezy out of here?
Len Blavatsky. Yeah, Blavatsky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. And what happens is, I'm giving y'all like mad like extra music insider shit that you should probably not know just as a fan. So the billionaire, this guy, so Universal is owned by a bunch of conglomerates. One of them includes Tencent, which is a Chinese company. Who owns
Tencent.
UMG? If you never knew this, I'll tell you.
I thought
Here are their big
doesn't
shareholders,
Tencent
right?
own fucking TikTok too?
I don't think so.
Okay. Maybe they don't.
I know they own what was it, Legal Legend?
Probably.
What the-
Shut up, all you league nerds.
They own WeChat. Yeah, they own Riot Games. They own Foxmail. Yo, bro, they own Roblox. They have big investment in Fortnite. Roblox. Basically, they want the company that own everything, the way BlackRock and Tencent and what's the other one? There's like 5 companies on everything. ABC. People don't know who ABC is when I say it. That's Google, but they put their name on the
those are the niggas that own Google.
The reason you don't know these names, I'll just say it. They might want to kill me anyway. It'll be all right. The reason they don't do this is so they don't get they don't own everything and they get them laws.
Yeah, because there's monopoly. Laws.
Yeah. So what they do is instead they have the main company and then they make another company.
Subsidiaries,
If they consider, they're like, oh, we own the majority of it, but our company is just investment companies. So we just invest in every major company.
That's like Sony trying to buy Katakawa.
Yes.
Which, please, somebody stop this sale. We don't want Sony to own FromSoft. Okay?
I saw people saying this. Okay, I'm like, Sony fanboys is just as wild as Drake and Kendrick fanboys. Listen, I do want to talk. Yo, Drake and Kendrick fanboys, they different. They annoy me for different reasons. Kendrick fanboys tell me that Kendrick is God, and that if he piss on me, it's because he favored me. And Drake fanboys say if Drake piss on me, it's because he knew I was thirsty, even though I wasn't thirsty, but he knew it. He knew I was gonna be thirsty. So that's how psycho they fan bases are. Shout out to Cash Conversation. We talking about people pissing on us. That's what we talking about here.
Oh, MC, right back to R. Kelly.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
Not saying free R. Kelly or Robert. Neither one. Lock both of them niggas up indiscriminately.
Tor, we are her son. We up here. Listen, Tor, we have watched 5 minutes of this video and it's been 40 minutes.
Look, this is gonna be the only topic of the episode, folks. And look, we didn't even touch on it that long. You got. Look, colonial conquest, casual conversations is different, folks. The quadruple C, yo.
Let's try to get through this video because we might just quit and give up.
I was gonna say we
in 5 minutes.
How many minutes left on that? We ain't gonna make it.
We got 14 minutes and 33 seconds. We only been through 5 minutes. We ain't even halfway through this.
Yeah, yo.
I told you transformative content, YouTube.
Yeah, there ain't no way. Ain't no way you can say we left this as it was.
No, 5 minute video, 41 minutes. Well, 40 minutes because that intro was like 2 minutes long.
Still.
Yeah.
We still got it.
Chinese company, Tencent. 10. Yeah, 10.
Shout out to A. If Eminem was here, she'd just look at us high and it'd be hilarious to me. But I wouldn't show it on the show, but I'd be laughing in my head. Like, she's so high, she's just staring at us.
It is funny when she loses track.
She just stares at the eye and just looks at the screen. At least she don't be mad. At least she don't be as mad as she be.
At least she's not ugly.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It could be worse. If she was
worse. If she was ugly, I don't know.
This
privilege is a thing.
Not gonna lie. She probably wouldn't be on the show. Just sit there. I'm joking.
No, fuck that. He meant that shit. You better not be ugly trying to get on this show. Only ugly niggas on this show is us, goddammit. We ain't letting no other. Come on. You get funny, ugly, and then you get pretty and despondent.
She does contribute. It's just if she's really
she's a part of the team, yo.
But it's only when she's really, really high.
Only way she can deal with us.
Yeah. So
we should have just turned this into the Slander Moonbeam episode. That low key could have slapped.
But listen, that's cause of Roundtable, and she gets really upset with Roundtable, so she has to get high. So now it's gonna be now we're gonna get old school Moonbeam when she was running the show when I was bored and I wouldn't contribute. You know what I'm saying?
I always contribute with my presence.
She was low key carrying. She was high key carrying. To be honest with you, her stories and them was. We spent like 8 weeks of talking about her fucking her reading her BL reading.
That's because we're all inclusive over here at Casual Conversations.
She cared for low key for 8-9 weeks.
Shout out the content.
Shout out the content. we done spent 5 minutes.
I was about to say,
Tencent acquired 10%, hilarious, of Universal Music Group for $3 billion. So really, that Universal Music Group is actually valued at $30 billion. If they acquired 10% for $3 billion, actually 3 billion euros or pounds, I guess. And this is a Chinese company, Tencent, right? So it's owned by a bunch of whatever people. You know what I mean? It's a bunch of companies.
What's whatever people?
Just a bunch of whatever people.
Yeah, I know. For some people who are, these are for the thinkers right here. And I know people who watch my stream might be like, you're confusing us. Watch my stream if you want to think, okay? And by the way, they got another 10% too. So Tencent actually owns 20% now. So the shareholders for UMG are this. the big shareholders.
So the Chinese own the music company, and they thought it was a
Yeah, that
Jewish
makes
people, Tori. They thought it was a
see.
Jewish people.
Kanye was wrong again.
It's the Chinese that really own it. They throwing us
Shout out
off.
to the Jewish. Shout out to the Jewish homies.
If you look at Chinese people, the Chinese, like China own a lot of shit in America.
I mean, it is a communist country. What do you expect?
We just be giving it. Saudi Arabia does too.
They
I
got
remember I did
oil,
a
though.
story. I remember I did a story on it, and then it ain't even my story. It was the Fox story, and then they had to change the laws and try to get it out, and then try to sell it back for cheap. They were selling like Saudi Arabia land for like $10 per acre, and I'm like, that motherfucker trying to sell to me for $280. If less than that, that's in Mississippi. That's cheap, Mississippi. Let's continue on before we go on.
Tencent owns 20%. This other company, we could look into them, owns 28%. That's 48. And then Parisian Holding Squares holds 10%. So that's 48. 58% is owned by these companies, and then the rest are like shareholders. You get what I'm saying? So really, what I'm trying to say with the Lucian thing is that Universal is very different than Warner Music Group shareholders. What you'll realize,
There you go, Tor. You saw it. That's that company. See what I'm saying? Vanguard. Vanguard, the other one that I said. Vanguard, BlackRock,
10 cent.
ABC. They own
Alphabet, if you would.
Yeah, they own everything. That's Google. That's why YouTube. That's also why YouTube and Google is separate. But the same.
Yeah, because it would be a low key media monopoly.
Yes, like the number one and number two search engine in the world, owned by the same company. YouTube is still number two. Google is still number one. That's because Yahoo is awful. Bing is.
Yahoo was.
Which one you Tori? Which one you rather have, Bing or Yahoo? Because I
was a Bing Negro, if I'm going to be completely honest. I was a
Yahoo
Bing.
will send you something you didn't ask about.
Remember Ask Jeeves?
Jeez.
Dating ourselves here, but yo, the internet used to be the internet's still a wild place, but there used to be a lot less rules.
Yo, Yahoo would send me something I did not ask for every time.
No, but shout out to Yahoo, low key, because if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure I never would have known about 4chan if it wasn't for Yahoo.
You probably wasn't even looking for it.
I was gonna say I definitely probably wasn't, but
Yahoo just sent you to it.
Yeah.
They send you
just got redirected to 4chan. I was probably searching for something one day, and there's a random shit post on 4chan before shit post for a thing, and it's been debauchery ever since.
All right, let's continue this.
here we go. Okay.
Is BlackRock on them too? Or BlackRock on? Oh, there, Tor.
Yep.
Every company you look at, you're gonna see a bunch of these same companies on all of them. BlackRock, Vanguard, some of these other ones probably do too. Y'all think Larry Fink don't own it?
A whole lot of multi-billion-dollar conglomerates out there.
And everybody wonder why there's no new businesses built since Amazon. Probably Amazon might be the last major business built. Am I wrong?
True.
Somebody gonna argue me Tesla, but like Tesla was big before then. Y'all just didn't know it yet because Elon.
Yeah, it just took Elon buying it.
Yeah, but it was already a big name. It'll be just like these.
Yeah, it was already a thing.
You know what I'm saying? But it might have been on a different name though. So I know PayPal was on a different name a long time. So
yeah, shout out to Mark Cuban making big off of fucking PayPal.
Elon Musk took over after a while.
Yeah.
Him and all the PayPal people except for Mark Cuban is like in the government right now. Well, not technically in it, but kind of running. And I'm like, that's nice.
If you've made over $1 billion, in my opinion, you work for the government.
By the way, BlackRock like financially holds the money for the government.
BlackRock also, don't they own like fucking military contractors and shit too?
Yeah, they do the government some of the government funds and stuff. They work with it or the financial advisor.
I was gonna say the niggas was big in the Iraq war.
Also, Trump, they did all Trump money since the Not 2000 because Black Rock wasn't really that big till 2000. Larry Fink took over like, around the
Internet
time.
made a lot of evil people a lot of money.
So, back when they took Monopoly seriously.
Yep. So, it's
I told y'all when I mentioned BlackRock, you're gonna always see
so
their
it's
name
access,
as a major shareholder. All
industry is controlled by land, blah blah blah. I'm trying to figure out who owns what percentage of it.
J.P. Morgan always there too.
Who owns it today? Here we go. Okay. So here we go, Chad.
Look at Act doing all the work that's supposed to be doing.
And this is gonna make sense. I'm gonna trust me. I know there's a lot of. I'm gonna make it make sense for y'all. Okay. Here we go, Chad. So Warner Music Group. This is anything that's under Atlantic, right? Everything under Atlantic. By the way, you're gonna see this name, Len Blavatnik. This is his, I believe, brother, and then he has a son, which is Val. Val's name is gonna come up pretty soon by me. So Len personally owns 73%, right? So you have one billionaire, one guy who owns Warner, okay? Very different than UMG that's owned by a bunch of companies, okay? So this is why I think the Lucian move is happening, because you're getting paid $130 million a year, but you're only going to be the CEO, right? And you got to, you could kind of fix the rubric that your son or maybe your son brother or your son's son always rule, and you keep everybody out.
Shout out to LeBron.
But you don't own the company. Like Lucian doesn't own controlling stock of UMG. When it comes to Warner, which has Atlantic, Len has 73%. Okay?
Which is definitely a
Right.
control of the chair, folks.
Let me then bring that back down a little bit. Okay. So he owns 73% of that. And then what happens when it comes to this guy, Len, and you could Google these guys, by the way, right? Len is so rich, right? Len Blavatnik is so rich. Warner Music ain't even his main thing. So you know what he does? And this is what every great billionaire does. He lets his son rock out with it. His son name is Val.
I do want y'all to notice. I want everybody to say that trickle down economics work. I want you to understand that when I was in high school, Bill Gates only had like $20 billion and he was the richest man. but since the economic crisis, for some reason, every billionaire got like $100 billion now. And I'm like, well, if they get more money, that means it's less money for us. Or if we do get more money, that means the dollar is less valuable.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
But they ain't gonna make that much more money because it breaks the dollar valuable. That means if they all get $100 billion, we broke now. And that's why the poverty line went from like 18,000 to 36,000 now in the country. Because the rich people own everything. So shout out to the Republicans for telling us that the rich people gonna give us more money. But instead they got rich. Shout out to that.
Blavatnik. I met with him before. So this kid right here, his father owns the entire Warner Music Group. Right?
That's 100%. Is he a DI toy? Not diversity though. Didn't earn it.
That's a nepo hire of the highest order.
Tori, you think he know how to run a company? He like Tony. I bet he's like Tony Khan. He's like, oh, this is just my toy. I just want to play with it.
I was gonna say he's like, I just like music so much, and like all my favorite artists are signed to me, and yeah.
And I can just use them however I want.
His father got mad at other things. So this guy here gets to now do his thing, because everybody's trying to also, you're the father of a billionaire, but you're trying to make your own thing. You guys might not know him, but he used to be a manager. Val Blavatnik, he used to see obviously his dad allowed him to get elected to the Warner. He's on the board. Let's look at this. He used to manage people. Let me see. Val. He was managing, I think, Uzi at a point. Was it Uzi? Like, he's tapped in with the new people. Was it Uzi or who? I forgot what artist. He used to manage a few artists.
All right, that can take too long. We done. We don't care no more.
Yeah.
Y'all,
You guys get the picture, yo. It literally logically it would not make sense for UMG to fucking defame and run down fucking Drizzy fucking for Kendrick. Like logistically, if you have two commodities that make lots of money, why would you fucking spite one to pump up the other? That doesn't make any sense.
so let's get through this one thing, and then we're gonna go. It's only a minute video, so it won't take. It might take us 30 minutes.
I was going to say we could be here for another 20. You never know.
Let's go. So let's listen to it. We're gonna try not to talk because I don't think these people have the ability to. I don't know.
Don't say it. Just
Kaka, you doing a good job.
Kaka, if you don't pass the motherfucking ball, he getting twos and they shooting threes. What we gonna do with that? What's that smell?
Cookies. Yeah. That's your oven. You never used your oven? How long you been living here?
I don't use the stove.
So that means I can't use it?
I didn't say you could.
All right, then be quiet. Kaka, you doing a good job. I seen that little dunk. Was that a dunk?
Yeah, I did it again. I got 4 points.
Oh, you did?
She cute though.
You see?
What was that?
Shot. What was that, Anthony? Do it again.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh! I seen that. You gotta give it to him.
Give him what? You don't know the ins and outs of the game. This nigga down the court.
Ooh!
Down there. This nigga getting all the fast break buckets. He ain't playing no fucking defense. I hate being on the guard. I gotta guard the best nigga on the team. This nigga is selling. Boy, stop shooting that shit. Look at this nigga. Don't know how to pass the ball. Look at this nigga.
Ooh!
This nigga is recreation.
I probably need to.
I mean, I probably said way worse to kids on video games.
But is it your girl's kid?
I mean, I ain't holding shit back for nobody, yo. If we playing the game, we playing the game. Nigga, get good. God damn, is it that hard?
But she left.
but here-
But to me, it looked like they was winning though. That's my only ball. It looked like he balling out, they winning. He just mad he ain't getting the ball.
Which very well could be. I'm not a sports game Negro, but I've played many games where niggas try to run point and it is not the right thing. But I mean, I feel like maybe she doesn't understand. Shit talking is an intrinsic part of video games, yo. Like, it just is what it is. You're going to shit talk the other team. You're going to shit talk your team when you're losing. You even shit talk yourself from time to time, you know? I made a horrible play in fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Not too long ago. Shit talked myself for like fucking a half hour afterwards.
I'm upset.
It is what
Nigga
it
said
is.
he never used his stove.
I mean, hey, that might be for the best. Some niggas don't need to be around the stove. Unless you bagging up them 0.7, niggas know what's going on.
What's that smell? It's your oven making cookie. You use a stove? Like, this nigga knows how stove work. Nigga, what if you would kill everybody not knowing your stove work?
Look, I can't. It's probably electric, so it's probably not a gas stove. So we ain't got to worry about no gas leaks. But it's a lot of niggas that are like, and I'm guilty of it, yo. I am definitely like a eat out type nigga. Like I'm a hit that DoorDash before I fucking turn on the stove.
You an Uber Eats nigga?
But that's the thing. I can still cook though. Look. You don't get high as I do and not learn how to cook. It just don't work that way.
Listen, niggas, y'all gotta learn how to cook. Last thing we're gonna do, we're gonna get out of here because we almost at the hour mark. So let's listen to this. We're gonna get out. Let's see, Tori, how you feel about Drewski and this Cassinet, Kevin Hart, the whole thing?
You see?
Freaky ass nigga. Get my little. Nah. Whoa, you driving the boat, nigga? Nigga, is you driving the boat? She just.
So now I know how selfish you are. Nah,
You got the heavy.
Might be like, yes,
What is this part right?
Yo, Punga be cracking my shit up. Just seeing Punga's face cracks my shit up. I don't know what it is. But look on that nigga's face cracks me up every time. But, yo, Drewski was hilarious. Drewski arguing with Ray is top tier content, yo. I saw a clip where they were trying. they told Ray to act like he was going to his girl's house for Thanksgiving, and Ray's being all nice, and Drewski said some shit like, "We told you to be yourself. Where's the watching tanks?" I was like, "Hell no, this nigga just be saying whatever," and it's hilarious.
You saw that kid sued him because he was calling him fat. Even though in that same video, Drewski apologized, like, "Oh man, I made it look too far, man. You good?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm all right. It was funny." And I'm like, then his mom got with him.
Yo, listen, fat niggas be up, yo. Whether we want to admit it or not, fat niggas be up, and like we make fun of them. I don't even make fun. As a fat nigga at heart, and I ain't never been a skinny nigga, but suing a nigga for calling you fat is crazy.
I don't think he's suing. She's just like trying to get attention on it.
Oh well.
So as long as you don't
Clout pursuit.
Yeah. By the way, I heard Avowed gonna be amazing. That's what everybody's telling me that just got the game. Even some people that hate Bethesda. I mean, I Bethesda hate Xbox. They said they got it and it's amazing, even though they always hate it. But shout out to my guy Adam Go. He gonna hate it because why not? He gonna make 20 videos on it.
Hating's free.
I used to like Adam Go content. It's not even because he went conservative. It's because he's so lazy now.
I still like Asman.
It's lazy content. It ain't even because what he say. It's just lazy now. He
It's lazy
throws out
fuck,
the keywords and just throws out the same
But you gotta think, Asman puts out a video every day, and you'll be hard pressed to find a video with less than 500K views. And this nigga's putting out multiple clips from his streams every day, and they're just doing numbers. Asman's a highly polarizing figure in the streaming world right now. OTK be going through it. I saw Tectone just left OTK. It could be a good thing, could be a bad thing.
Look, bro.
But look at the numbers, though.
This video is about the women being ugly in the video, and it's like the drama is weird. I don't even think they're that bad looking models. That one is kind of ugly, but some women got it. You can't just make everybody pretty in the video game. That's my problem with some of the Skyrim models. Like, why is hell is it just beautiful?
There's got to be ugly. Listen, you want video games close to life. There's ugly people in real life. There should be ugly people in video games. Not everyone is aesthetically pleasing. It just is what it is. But if you look at the view count, this nigga consistently cracking 500K views on throwaway videos.
I do agree. I do agree with this video. And I ain't like this video either.
But
I don't like Ellen though.
His clip team, like the team that clips up his videos and makes his thumbnails and titles and all that, I hope them niggas make good money. I really do.
100%. He still be live when having videos.
They deserve it, yo, because them niggas, they low key the titles and thumbnails and shit. That's the hard part. It's easy for us to just turn on the camera and talk. That's why Zelmay's the CEO, yo. He does the hard shit. We just get to fuck off.
But you gotta make all this stuff.
Zelmay was like, damn, I guess when you put it like that.
That is true. But, Tori, anything else you want to talk about before we get off?
I don't think Sexy Red did cocaine on Kai's stream, yo. As a nigga who would know when somebody's snorting powder, I don't believe that's what she was doing. Other than that, no, I ain't got nothing else.
I feel that. Let us know if you agree.
With 1.8 seconds left, folks.
That's all we got. Tori, where can they find you? Even though it's mostly gonna be here.
Yeah, I mean, of course, you can find me at AfroCopy765 on all platforms. You can find me Wednesdays on the Blurred Cartels Roundtable. Thursdays here on Keep It 99 for casual conversations. Fridays on Friday night, you're talking wrestling with the amazing Spider Cam, and Saturdays on Make It Make Sense. You know the vibe, something flagrant, something inflammatory.
He's a busy man. As I said, you will have a video every day in December, so you will see him probably randomly. We'll probably just do one day he's off. We just record like 4 or 5 videos or something quick. Not even gonna be long videos because y'all know these the one to get long. I'm gonna try to keep them under 10 minutes of living. But so we're gonna try to do that. As I said, every video in December you will get members 2 membership videos, one tomorrow, one Saturday. So be on the lookout for that. We're gonna try to get out there and look for perhaps a giveaway of a video game for one of our members just to show some love. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to be a member though. We might do a giveaway.
You should definitely subscribe though. It's free.
You should. You should. It's free. You don't have to do nothing. You can listen to me and Tori talk every Thursday with the lovely Miss Ebony Moonbeam.
Yeah, when she feels like dealing with us.
She's so done with us, Tori. She tired of
I
us.
know she'll fuck with us. She'll fuck with us no more, but that's all right. I don't blame her. I don't fuck with me either sometimes.
We done learned a lot of people act like they put you in doubt, Tori. You know what I'm saying? They try to get you out of here.
If they tell you it was love, you was lied to. Kendrick told y'all.
And everybody ain't gonna like you. And that's a thing you gotta learn. That's young people.
I thrive on that shit though. I love when a nigga, please, like I said, if you want to argue, I'm always there.
I feel that. All right, we out. I love y'all. I will be here every day in December. Be here. Gonna be some interesting coming. I will do a review of Doom Prophecy episode. I think we on 2.
Ooh.
I will also do some.
I almost started watching it the other night, but then I didn't. Do I need to watch the movies though? Because I've only watched the first.
I don't know.
Movie.
I ain't seen Doom Prophecy at all. So,
oh, okay. I was gonna say I thought about watching it, but I only watched like the first Doom movie. I didn't watch the second one. I don't know if I need to. I don't remember the first one. I'm not
first
a movie.
one. They good.
I've learned that like as times went on, like my attention span, like the way content's consumed nowadays, my attention span is not keyed in for fucking movies. I'm just not a super long form content guy. I mean, obviously you can see we make long form content, but that doesn't mean that's what we enjoy watching. We enjoy that you guys enjoy watching it, but
did he marry somebody named after? Oh, I'm looking at one of my friends from my high school who seemed to marry somebody with the same name as his mom, and then I was
that is one of my biggest fears, and like one of my biggest fears is to knock down the shot with the baddie and then fucking find out that she's got my mom's name. That'd be horrible. Yeah.
I think about it. Like her first name is the same, but her last name was different. But then they married, so now it's the exact same name.
Now his mom. See, that's why I don't believe in man. Yeah, because that's just. I mean, there's obviously nothing wrong with it, but like, that goes back to like niggas that are named after their dad know that their mom was moaning their name at some point.
Why do you think?
It's the truth.
Just imagine you have your mom and your wife in the same scenario, and then somebody called the name, and then they both answer every time.
Yep. Well, look, that goes back to that old trope of when your girl says daddy and you answer while her dad's sitting there. I've had that happen before, and at that point in time, my significant other's father was a giant, bald Aryan Brotherhood member. So, like, that was an awkward situation. Shout out to him, though. Most of them niggas is only racist when they're in prison. They fuck with niggas on the out. So...
Did he stare at you when he said daddy and you responded?
No, he laughed, and that's when I was like, this nigga cool. I mean, he may have a noose tattooed around his neck and a whole bunch of other propaganda tattoos, but like, he ain't never do nothing wrong to me. He's a cool ass nigga.
Also, this is a girl on Twitter right now who is sending people at her sister to beef with her, and she's offering nudes to them, and she's sending them nude videos.
That sounds like Twitter. That sounds
like
X.
My sister hates me, so bitch send disgusting things and send screenshots to make sure I see it.
Sending people nudes so that they send offensive nudes to your sister is a crazy way to get back at her.
I'm gonna show you after the show. I'm not gonna release it on the show.
I was gonna say, don't risk it. Don't risk the biscuit.
but shout out to her. That's the like that's some brand new Twitter different. I appreciate y'all. We out.
Like the touch of velvet, Afro Kanye's voice, you can't forget. Sultry vibes, making bodies sway, R&B in the spotlight, come what may. Midnight groove, let the music play, Afro Kanye take